quick backstory for our next guest. So a couple years ago, I was hosting the Channel 4. We're doing the Today in Nashville show, and they had a guest on there, the fitness segment. My producer said, hey, our guest is wonderful, where you bring your workout clothes. And I've done workouts on TV before, and they're okay. But our next guest had the entire studio crew eating it out of the palm of her hand. It was a wonderful segment. She was infectious. She was incredible. And I followed her career, and she's just amazing. And it's just taken off. She has so many followers, people that have lost weight. She's helped change their lives. And she's got a big event that she's doing in about a month. And she's just the best. Let's bring in Dani Dyer now. Dani, how are you? And thank you for doing this.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
It's always a pleasure to have you on. I sent you a note a few weeks ago telling you how amazing you look, because now the transformation in your body from where you were to what you're doing now. What do you have coming up in a few weeks?
So I'm really excited. So as a body positive fitness trainer, I always want to, push the limit, step out of my comfort zone, do things that are different, like strong woman competitions. And, I was a competitive dancer all my life. And so now I'm actually preparing for an all-female bodybuilding show. So I'll be competing in the wellness division, which for those of you that don't know, that just is focusing emphasis on like bigger legs, like more muscular legs, strong glutes, like those type of things, which I've always had. But I really have been, working hard, shaping out, just kind of building more lean muscle mass. And the show is called the Nashville Fit Show. And I'm actually the first body positive sponsor for this show. So I'm not only competing in it in multiple classes, but I am giving out an Overcomer Award. They're going to tell my story up there as well. And they're going to have a video of my 5-year anniversary of Dani Fitness, because it's 5 years of business.
Nice.
And then also going to be sponsoring it. So I'll have people working my booth, giving out Fight, my energy booster, to people that are going to be there all day long, and just telling everyone about, fighting for what you want, loving your body throughout.
Of course, I bought the energy booster. I'm out of it, so I've got to replenish it. It's fantastic. So well done on that.
Thank you.
The transformation, though, in the last year, because for those that remember, you're the one that flipped the tire, got like 10 million views and everything. Was that tire 500 pounds?
It was 500 pounds. Yes. It was on ESPN, Sports Center. It just blew up. It was very cool. It got me title of Nashville's Strongest Woman in 2019, went viral in 2021. Very proud of that moment. That was another moment where I was wearing booty shorts, had a spray tan, like loving my body, like flipping a tire. You know what I mean? Not being subjected to like one thing of, oh, well, you look like this, so you should then do this.
Yes, I mean it just took off. I mean, it was amazing, and that 500 pounds, my goodness, to do that. All right, so if we saw you then to see you now, there's a big change, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. So last year, my birthday was just July 7th, so I just turned 29. So last year, around that time, I was kind of feeling a little bit lost because I had an injury, and so my back has been fractured. So like right now I have a bulge disc, and then part of my leg is numb. So basically I was rehabilitating it and things like that. And I just didn't feel good in my body anymore. I put on a lot of body fat, just kind of resting that and like not doing as much movement and not really paying attention to like the quantity I was eating and things like that. And I wasn't doing strongman competitions anymore. So I kind of had that like year and a half there where I just kind of was, working really hard and putting myself into all my clients and growing my business and being here in Nashville, personal training and coming out with Fight and everything. And so I kind of looked at myself and said, I just turned 28. I'm not happy with my life right now. Like, I'm not happy with, like, I know I can do more. Like I've flipped this tire. I've done incredible things. I have overcome adversity. Like, there's something out there. I need to pivot. I need to adapt, right? And not settle for, oh, I have an injury, I'm just going to be in this forever, right? So change the mindset, turn the negative into positive like I always do. And I hired a bodybuilding coach. He's Heavy D on Instagram. I tag him on everything. And he's in Murfreesboro. And he's just known for, he's just been in the business a long time. And he's known for really helping with food. And that's what I needed help with, because like a lot of my clients I work with, a lot of, and just females and males in general, a lot of times we overeat, we overconsume, especially if you live in the US, it's just one of those things. And we emotionally eat as well. We had a stressful day, go grab a cocktail, right? We had, we're having problems with family stuff. Okay, let me go eat a pizza. Like, and so for me, I really wanted to actually not mask like the overeating, and I wanted to control it, and not let food dictate my life anymore. Because it was kind of like, okay, I flipped that tire, I can go eat a pizza, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'll do anything for some pizza. Like, I'll pull a truck up Broadway, which I did. Like,
Right.
so, you know, so he really helped me get into that and kept me on kind of just like a meal plan and not restrictive. Like he was very, like, I told him, I said, I want to do this in a healthy way. Like, I'm not trying to compete tomorrow. I'm trying to like do this in a healthy way. So we started last July. So this is actually like the anniversary. Like, this has been about a year of doing this. So everyone's kind of like, wow, this happened so fast, and your transformation, all this stuff. And I'm like, guys, I've been putting in this work like this going on a year now. And so this is the longest probably, prep somebody could do for a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but here's the deal with this. This is what makes you so relatable, right? So you've been there, and you know what it takes, the patience wise, to get to change your body. It doesn't happen overnight. As I tell people, I didn't get fat overnight. It took a while to do that, so it'll take a while. But to see that you have the patience, and Dani, we've talked to some of the people that have worked out with you, and you've changed their lives. They like you because they relate to you in this way that a lot of trainers don't relate to their clients. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, and like, think about it. Like, when you work with a realtor, like, you don't want someone that doesn't own a house, like, that's never owned a house. Like, that's like, they're like, I'm living in this apartment, paying all this rent. And, but I know about the housing market. I know what it's like to live in a house. And you're like, but do you? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. So I really feel good about, always, every part of my journey, whether it was competitive dance, strongman, now bodybuilding, the food, the balance part of it, I've been put on like very restrictive diets, before, that were not healthy. I was going way too low, and I didn't look strong. So I've actually been manifesting looking like, like this, since I was like, probably 6 years ago, even before I started my business, but nobody could help me do that. So to have a coach, to have a trainer, Matt McQuiston, who's also my friend, he's a trainer as well, and does strongman. And then I have a posing coach, Alexa Goodman, and she's awesome. So I have all these team of people helping me to be successful, all while I'm also a trainer, certified, well, know all my deal. But I just truly wanted an outsider's perspective, because I've had a long day. I trained 13 clients last night. It would have been awesome, or yesterday, after I got off my flight from Cali. And I was like, it would have been awesome to go eat something and not really like think about, what I'm having, and just go splurge, right? Like, oh, I deserve that. But that's not what this is about. This is about healthy, like living a healthy lifestyle regimen and finding the balance, and doing it in a positive way. And so I'm pretty much down. I think I'm down like 45 pounds now, and like, I would say over like about 30% body fat. So I feel a lot better in my body. My back feels better. My leg is starting to really like not give me so much trouble anymore, which is awesome. And they said that's a test to me being fit. So this wasn't just about, oh, aesthetically, I want to get on stage and pose and like look a certain way.
Right.
This was so much more. There was always a health presence at the base of it.
Let me ask you this. Do we get fixated on how much weight we lost? I mean, people are like, well, how much weight you lost? How much weight you lost? And people, is it, you say you lost 45 pounds. Can we get just overcome with like, well, I've only lost 8 pounds, so I'm going to give up.
Yes.
Meanwhile, your body is still changing and you're losing other ways, but we get so fixated on just losing the pounds. I think that could drive us off course if we're not happy with that.
It is. And that's why I tell people not to weigh every day. Like, my people that weigh every day do not see the results that they want to see. I tell them all the time, like, the people that don't weigh, they'll be like, in 2 or 3 months, like, hey, like, my waist is coming in. I'm like, I know. Like, I'm like, if you trust the process. So I've never been adamant on that. Obviously, there's a measure that we want to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, where we want to focus on, like looking at everything in the beginning, like the visceral fat, the body fat, like stuff like that, is basically telling us if we're healthy or not. And so I try to have them focus on that and how they want to look, like how I manifested. I wanted to look like I had strong muscles and be a strong woman. And so then I did that. So I think we overcomplicate it and we psych ourselves out. And this is what I'm learning with this prep, is keeping people and keeping things around me that help me to focus on what my goal is, right? So that's why, I have my water bottle. It says fight for what you want. I have my bands. It says get your movement in, fight for what you want, love your body. All of these mantras, yes, help other people, but have helped me throughout the course of my journey to keep going. And a lot of people are really surprised. Like I just got done with my hour of cardio, so it's like 250 floors on the stairs. But it's one of those things where like, if the mindset is telling you to go, like you will go. You are the only one that can get in your way. And I've watched so many people fail, and because they don't believe in themselves and they give up, and they don't want to be, they don't want to keep going. Of like, what's the point? And I get that. Like, if you're at a certain body fat or certain weight, and like I said to myself last July and stuff, I was like, what's the point? And there's times where I went and got pizza and ate some Reese's cups and was like, I want to do this. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until really like January that I stopped drinking. And I was like, I stopped, the nonsense. And I was like, I'm working this hard, this momentary of like, I feel upset about X, Y, Z. And feeling that, you know what I mean, is not worth all of the time and effort and money and that I'm putting into for this goal. So that's why I signed up for Whitney Weiser's show, Nashville Fit Show. It's August 20th at the Municipal Auditorium. And I am so excited. I'd love to have you come out and see it. There's a morning show and a night show. Night show will be a little bit more fun and have my videos. And I'll be giving out that Overcomer Award to a competitor, to like somebody, that's going to be on stage with me that has put in their story. And we've decided, who's going to win that. We'll decide that, game day. And it's just going to be really cool.
I tell people, we have people that run small businesses all the time. And I tell them, Dani, that the greatest thing they could do for their business is word of mouth. And we're scrolling through your clients and what they're saying about you and how you transform their life. And, we know our good friend Wendy, who saw you on TV that one day with me, and you changed her life. So you read these testimonials, and I got to think, when you read these, you got to get a little emotional.
Yeah, I mean, I get people sending me messages via Instagram every day, just saying like, and I quote, I got one the other day that said, hey, Dani, like I'm a bigger girl, and me watching your journey helps me stay motivated and helps me get up, and I look forward to your posts every day. And something like that really, like, again, I don't need those affirmations, but when you're doing a prep like this and you're having that mental toughness and you're kind of like, man, I don't want to get up and do the cardio, or like, I don't want to do this workout, or, you get that happens to everybody, even if you love movement, to have that and to know that this is so much bigger than aesthetics, or so much bigger than, just like, finding a partner, or, whatever, right?
Yeah.
This is changing people's lives, this notion that you can actually love yourself. And if you look great, embrace looking great. You know what I mean? And if you don't look at your best, like embrace that too. Like you can, at every point through your journey, loving your body throughout, not just focusing on, it's that weight. Now I can live my life. Let's start living your life today. You may not feel your best, but like you're getting one step closer by every movement that you do. Going out and walking in this heat, right? Maybe not having a whole cake, but eating half the cake. Like that's progress.
That's so great. All right. So again, promote the event that's happening with you in it.
Yeah, so Nashville Fit Show. So you can look that up on Instagram. And it's Whitney Weiser's show. So she's an awesome, strong female. I love her. She's great. And I'm a sponsor for it. And so tickets are available on my Instagram. And then you can go on their Instagram as well to get tickets for the show. But it'll be happening August 20th at the Municipal Auditorium. And we're live streaming it. So for all of you, those watching all over the country and that support Big Joe and that you want to support me, would love that, would appreciate it. And I'm super pumped up about it.
We are so proud of you. We'll have you on the week before the show and continue promoting that. Hey, thank you. You're the best. Just you're changing lives and you're positive, and we love you for that, Dani. So we'll see you soon. Thank you again.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, Dani Dyer. Check out Dani D Fitness, and you see the results. And I saw her firsthand how she just won over entire studio one morning with a workout, and just so infectious, so wonderful. And so we need more of her in our lives, the positivity and how you're changing your life for the better. So thank you. And we just love her to death. All right, we'll take a break, come back. It's time for celebrity birthdays. That's next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Let's go. Let's go.